This is the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. MSRP $70, and you get one with the PlayStation 5 console, of course, assuming you were actually able to find one. Now this is the tactical gaming controller for the PlayStation 5 from HexGaming, designed specifically for esports, and it costs almost $300. Yes, that's right, I said $300. Apparently this is the future of video gaming, but that's the world we live in, folks. Controllers costing $300. Let's find out if it's worth its weight in gold, shall we? Now, the question on everybody's mind is going to be, why is this so expensive? And technically speaking, HexGaming is really the first person out there in the marketplace offering these type of customizations and custom PS5 controllers. When you're the first and only person out there on the market, you can essentially dictate the market price. Will this invariably be cheaper later on down the line? I'm sure it will. So if you're a patient person, you can wait until the price drops. But as of right now, you will be paying a premium. Now, if you've never heard of HexGaming, don't be alarmed. They're actually a sister company of Extreme Rate. And Extreme Rate I've actually used on this channel in the past, specifically for my customized Nintendo Switch. These are actual custom replaceable plates and everything, buttons, the whole 9 yards. This thing looks awesome, feels awesome. It's not just a bunch of stickers slapped on an existing Nintendo Switch. It was 100% a complete shell overhaul. It was a bit of a pain to install, but it looked great after it was all said and done. HexGaming, same folks as Extreme Rate. Now, if you're a DIY person, you want to save some money, you can actually buy all the existing components on this modded PS5 updated controller, whatever you want to call it. Take your existing stock PS5 controller, buy all those individual components off the Extreme Rate website, and then do it yourself and save a lot of money. But obviously you're going to be paying a premium for somebody else to do everything for you, because they do use existing OEM PS5 controllers, so it's not like a knockoff brand or anything. They start with the actual PS5 controller and then upgrade it from there. Now, full disclosure, I bought this off of Amazon as a gift for a friend who's a huge Call of Duty nut, and hopefully he enjoys it, because I'm going to test it out just to make sure everything works before I give it to him, because there's nothing more disappointing than giving somebody a gift that doesn't work. But let's see what he's getting in the box. Turn it upside down. There we go. So we're getting the controller. Get a 6-month warranty now, it says. So we got our warranty information. We got the quick start guide showing you the various tidbits of information about the controller. And of course, well protected controller in here. Now there's all sorts of different colorways, skins, options you can upgrade on here. This is specifically what I went with for him. We got this very nice shiny galaxy print. Got purple buttons. As you can see right here, the PlayStation logo button has actually been replaced with the HexGaming button. We got a nice hard shell here, so it's not, again, it's not just like a cheap sticker over it. This is actual replacement shells. Even here on the touchpad, got the thumbsticks. And this is what I really thought was really cool. We actually have a textured finish on the handles themselves. Nothing here on the back side, but the texture here is actually going to make this so much more grippy for the person playing. And again, we've got these hair triggers, so these are actually going to have 3 times less travel than the standard PS5 trigger. So I'll hold them up side by side so you can examine. Has a satisfying click to it immediately. It just click, 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 click. Whereas these have that pull where you go down and then you feel the touch. So it's a significant change as far as the actuation of the triggers, but again, that's why this is more geared towards first-person shooters, fighting games. You don't want to do little nuanced things like racing games or things like that, where you'd have to slowly push this in for like an accelerator or something, because this is essentially going to be all or none, all or none. So you're either going to be firing or punching or kicking or not. You don't want anything. Use this controller for a game that really has those fine-tuned, nuanced button presses on these triggers specifically. But they do feel great. Everything feels solid. Everything feels premium, which is good. Another awesome feature on here is these customizable mappable paddles. Now you can map these to any button on the controller. That way, when you're playing, you can utilize those, have that quick response. It's ergonomically friendly. I mean, just naturally where your fingers land right there. We have the LED indicator as well. USB-C charging just like normal. Now this does not come with its own charging cable, but honestly in 2021, almost everybody's probably got a USB-C charging cable by now, especially if you've already bought, your PlayStation 5. And we have the little case of the interchangeable thumbsticks. Comes in a nice little plastic carrying case. You get different sizes. You get concave regular, domed medium, concave long, and domed long. But if you want to change them out, all you're simply going to do is pull up on the thumbstick. See, we have a domed on there, and voila. And as you can see, we've got a domed version and the stock version with the concave and the little thumb. Like I said, extremely easy to swap these out. Just pop one off, find the new one, line it up with the knob there, and voila, it's on there. So you can do a mix and match. You can have a tall and a short. So if you like that extra mobility over here in your right thumbstick or vice versa, like I said, you can just interchange them. Texture on these definitely could be better. Just on these dome ones, I feel like it just needs something, whether it be the raised edges that we're getting on these, concave version versus what we're getting here. It's a little too slippy for my personal taste. Hopefully my friend doesn't mind, but that is one area of improvement I could offer as a suggestion to HexGaming, is maybe have some different thumbsticks or added texture to these domed versions, because it feels a little too slippery in my personal opinion. But everything else on this controller feels great. The D-pads, the buttons, the triggers specifically with that nice clicky tactile feature. The paddles back here feel great. I mean, overall, it's a good feeling controller. Hopefully he likes it. Let's go ahead and test it out, make sure it works on the PS5.
Stay hungry. That's a 4-win streak. Let's see 5.
All right, after testing this for a good bit in Warzone, I can definitely say it is a night and day difference with these hair triggers to actually fire shots and things like that versus the standard PS5 controller. That back trigger just has too much travel in comparison to this one. This one is just almost instantaneous, which is a downside for any other games that aren't really, first-person shooter or fighters. Anything that you would want, like, again, racing games like an accelerator or something like that, you're not really going to enjoy this hair trigger experience. So I would avoid the hair triggers if you're looking to customize your own controller, if you play more games besides a lot of first-person shooters or fighting games. But right out of the gate, I love the texture of the D-pads, the buttons. It feels good. The controller itself feels hefty. It feels sturdy. It feels quality. It feels premium. The paddles are really nice. I'm really pulling hard on these and they don't feel like they're going to break or anything. And it was nice to actually map those and test those out for the hair trigger as well. It worked fantastic. So if you're a person that likes those paddles, although I will say they definitely could have added secondary paddles, having 4 total instead of 2, that would be one area they can improve. The thumbsticks, for whatever reason, it's just the texture of them. I don't know if it's just the plastic, the rubber, or whatever they're using to mold these thumbsticks. I think it could be better, but everything else, grip, performance, I love this controller and I hope my friend loves it, because if he doesn't, I'm going to keep it for myself.
At the end of the day, it really is a great PS5 controller. Is it worth the significant asking price? Only you, the viewer, can honestly answer that question. Will this thing magically make you better at video games overnight? No, of course not. Will it give you a competitive edge in things like first-person shooters and fighting games? Yes, it will. And that's really who this is geared towards and marketed for. People that are deeply engrossed in esports and competitive gaming, looking to get that just next level competitive edge over the competition. Now, if you're just a casual game player, you play a wide berth of PS5 games, this really isn't for you. Save your money, go buy some PS5 video games instead of this controller. But if you're that uber competitive person that needs that leg up in the competition, then maybe give this a look. Anyways, that does it for this video review. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really means a lot.